China is losing people, but this economy is still growing. In a most arid country in modern history, that combination would signal decline. Fewer people, fewer workers, slower growth. But in China today, the opposite is happening. The population is shrinking, yet industrial output keeps rising. Factory keeps expanding, and automation is accelerating faster than almost anywhere else in the world. So either something is wrong with the way we interpret the data, or the rules of economic power are changing. In other words, does population still matter in the age of AI, or is something fundamental shifting beneath the surface? China's population peaked around 2021. Since then, it has begun to decline. Birth rates have fallen to around 1.0, among the lowest in the world. By 2035, over 400 million people in China will be over 60. That is larger than the entire population of the United States today. For decades, China's rise was built on one foundation: a massive young workforce. That foundation is now shrinking, but history rarely ends when one advantage disappears. It shifts. Most people assume more people equals more power, but the reality is more complex. The United States has roughly 1/4 of China's population, yet it remains the world's largest economy. Why? Productivity. How much value each worker creates. And this is where China's transformation begins. From my experience as an executive recruiter inside China's industrial and technology sectors, this shift is not theoretical. It is already happening inside companies. China is now the world's largest installer of industrial robots, more than the rest of the world combined in recent years. In cities like Shenzhen and Suzhou, entire factories are being redesigned around automation. In some facilities today, you can walk through production lines and see almost no workers, just machines, and engineers watching dashboards in control rooms. In certain cases, human presence is becoming optional. Take Foxconn, the company that assembles iPhones. At this peak, it employed over 1 million workers in China alone. Today, parts of this production system are shifting towards highly automated, lights-out factories, manufacturing environments that can run 24/7 with minimum human intervention. This is not science fiction. This is already happening. And AI is expanding beyond factories. Logistics, design, supply chains, customer service. In short, work is not disappearing. It is being compressed into fewer, more productive humans. Let me be very specific. This is not theory. It is what I see every week. I have spent over 16 years recruiting senior executives and technical talent across China's industrial sectors. And the biggest constraint right now is not simply population decline. It is a structural talent mismatch. Low-skill roles are disappearing rapidly due to automation. But demand for high-skill hybrid talent is exploding. Engineers who understand both traditional manufacturing systems and AI-driven industrial processes. Companies are paying double or even triple market rates for these profiles and are still struggling to fill positions. This is what transformation looks like in real time, not in reports, in hiring rooms. Critics often point to Japan, a highly advanced economy with decades of population decline, yet long-term stagnation. So the question is, will China follow the same path? Two major differences. One, scale. China is upgrading entire industrial ecosystems at once. EVs, semiconductors, green energy, AI infrastructure. Second, timing. Japan aged before the AI revolution. China is aging during it, but the risks remain real. Pension pressure, healthcare costs, a generation of young people under extreme pressure. Many are choosing to lie flat rather than participate in high-intensity competition. This is not a smooth transition. This is a structural shift under pressure. Let's simplify the math. This is not a prediction. This is a scenario. If China's population declines towards 1 billion, but productivity rises to roughly half of current US levels, then the total GDP could still approach $40 trillion. That would place China well above the US economy today. But this outcome depends on one critical assumption, that productivity growth consistently outpaces demographic decline, and that is far from guaranteed. For most of modern history, China's rise was powered by scale. More people, more factories, more output. The next chapter is different. It will depend on efficiency, automation, artificial intelligence. China is now running one of the most important economic experiments of the 21st century. Can technology replace population? If it can, demographic decline may not be a collapse, but a transformation. If it cannot, then it becomes a structural ceiling on long-term growth. But the real shift is this. We are no longer asking how many people a country has. We are asking something far more important. How much value can one human create in an AI-driven economy? And that question may define the global balance of power for decades to come.